What is this platform that we're live on?
Oh,
Riverside.
we're live, John. I saw the red dot at least.
All right, sweet. Good call.
Um, yep,
Yeah,
yep, we're
we'll
live.
hopefully get some viewers in here. It's called Riverside. It was Toby. Toby's familiar with it.
Yeah, this is what I use
And it's
for my podcast. So let's go, dude. We're live, baby. We're live with Casey Corvino, baby.
What up, fellas? Thanks for having me.
of course,
John, are you posting it first?
I'm posting it first. We can give a little rundown. Toby, if you have stuff you want to tell
Yeah,
Casey,
Don't send me
just
out in the
brief-
dark. How bad are you gonna grill us, bro?
All right. Well, first I'll just say welcome to Sport Core Report. Haven't done one of these in quite a bit. Schedule conflicts. There was construction going on at the wall, trying to make the sport court better for all fans. So we apologize, but we're trying something new here. Johnny and I, we're trying to do a little live thing to get more fans involved, get some captains, get some players involved, and we got our first guest, Casey Corvino of the Gremlins. You guys were the first game of Week 5. You played the 8 Balls. Lost by 50, 124 to 74. I think that's what it was.
Is that the worst loss in BBAL history? Do we have a stat on that? Felt like it.
it may be close. I'm not 100% sure, but it's definitely close.
And you guys are back to back on it because Lankshow put 100 on you.
Oh yeah,
And
I was there.
so, how are you? First off, how are you feeling, Casey? I care about your well-being. I want to make sure you're okay. Are you doing all right? I know it's tough.
Yeah, I'm doing all right. Sometimes you come into a game thinking like, yo, if we play well, we can win this game. And sometimes you come into a game like, if we play well, we still might lose by 20. And that's kind of how I felt against the 8 Balls. Now, the Lank Show putting that on us, we shouldn't have lost that bad. But, I don't know if it's taboo to talk about. Obviously, we had some teammates with some disagreements. It was tough on morale. Two big dogs going at it. But then the game against the 8 Balls. Yes, what's the official word on that suspension? Is Ja coming back to us?
Yeah, Johnny, you never addressed anybody about that.
Well, I thought it'd be best not to address it. It was one of those things. It's like it was a bad stain on the BBIL that occurred. I went through my head. It's like, all right, so I post it because it get a lot of views. But at the same time, it's like, no, it was a bad thing that happened. They both regret it. We dealt a suspension out. We have Samir was one game and Jaws the rest of the regular season, but he just had a baby boy. So congrats to him.
Oh, congrats to
he's a father now.
Yeah.
But, those are some things that go into effect, Casey, that, could have played a part in what happened this last Sunday. Two teammates going for 47 points. It's like, that's,
Yeah, it's
unheard of.
This is what I grilled Tony about going back to the draft. It's like I believe Jason and Julian were both on the board when we had our picks. And, I love that Tony has now picked me in 2 straight BBAL seasons. He picked me for his football team. I coached Tony back in CYO. We go way back. That's my boy. All love for you, Tone. But we should have just grabbed a fucking – oh, sorry. Excuse my language. Can I curse on you?
That's all right. We're already too deep.
We should have grabbed a free 30 ball. Julian and Jason are both walking 30s. We could – and then, Nasir was a pretty good bucket himself. We kind of – burn that bridge too. Makai's been not himself yet this season, but he still has that capability. And we kind of boxed ourselves in with these trades where now it's shout out to Jeff. Jeff was getting buckets.
Yeah, dude, that was inspirational. I was drooling over that performance.
But I consider myself a good player. I consider a couple guys on my team good players, but when you play against teams that have size and shooting all over the court, it's I thought we just looked overmatched. We had a nice little spurt to make it interesting in the second half, but we were playing perfect and they were kind of playing half speed. So it's with a grain of salt. I think I have the Tropics circled on our schedule. I think we can hang in that game. I know that I'm not slighting them as a team, but I think we could match up with them a little bit better.
That's a good call. I think that's a fair assessment. If hopefully this works. Again, we're live. If you're just joining us, we're trying something new for the first time. We think it'll be fun. I'm gonna try and share my screen to show some highlights from that game. If this doesn't work,
I see it.
Okay.
Here.
It's just titled 8-ball footage because, and you can walk us through this, Casey.
All right, yeah.
Here's some B-roll footage. Obviously, there's the guy you wanted, Julian, but I think from the get-go, it was 15-0. I think is how the game started.
Yeah, 15-0, and not for lack of good looks for the Gremlins. I mean, we couldn't hit anything, and I mean, Mr. Automatic there, Julian and Jason were hitting everything. And it's like every time Jason misses, I feel like Julian's got an elbow in my neck and he's getting the look at that layup. Jason has like an old man style game. When he gets in the paint, he'll just bump you and like slow step and get a layup. Like he's just tough, man. It's another thing. We're really young. Our whole team is really young. I'm like the old man of the team, honestly. Yeah.
There's been accusations. You think Julian cherry picks a little bit?
I mean, if he does, it works. Maybe I should be cherry picking.
That's a great answer.
He cherry picks his way to 30 points and a 50-point win. What do you have? 47?
Yeah.
47. Yeah. That was the record right there by Jason. So I mean, that's pretty much all we had. I know there weren't many Gremlins highlights in there, but
nothing worth posting. Nothing worth posting. Another thing, like, I feel like at the beginning of the year, we quit on the Nasir. Like, we got rid of Nasir and Makai right off the rip, and I didn't feel like we replaced our scoring enough. Like, we kind of were like, oh, it'll just funnel in. Like, scoring is the hardest part of the game. Like, it's really hard to go out and score. I personally wanted to make a move for Tyrell. I know he was traded for a bag of discount chips to the Bullies, and I'm sure he's very happy about it, and I'm happy for my friend that he gets to go where he wants. I know Tyrell rubs some people the wrong way. He tends to shoot a lot, but we kind of need somebody to shoot a lot. I mean, you saw Jeff. He took it upon himself to kind of go out there and score. It's hard to get shots up. This is a small court. There's physical defense is allowed. Refs aren't going to bail you out. That's why Julian and Jason are both so good. They're physical and they can both shoot the basketball. But yeah, we could use some roster reconstruction a little bit on the ground. But we're gonna compete. We're gonna come out and play hard. I've already talked to Jeff. We get my boy 2-Up Drew back this week.
Mm.
Yeah. I think we'll have a better showing for you. It's tough, man. We've got like some really young guys, and my boy Tony. We've got Tony out there too. So.
I will say, go ahead, Tony.
I was just gonna. I don't mean to flash back here, but we never really talked about the Gremlins' perspective of last year. I mean, you guys were the best team in the league. What was it? Finished 6-1, maybe 7-0.
5-2. We were 5-2.
5-2. Okay, but you guys started 4-0, 5-0. And to be that sort of top team, one, how did that feel? And two, what do you think is sort of different? I know you mentioned like players, but it kind of seemed like a vibe thing come week one this season.
There's nothing better than winning at the BBAL. You take a pic with the boys, everybody's fist bumping, and all that stuff. I think we definitely took some players for granted because we were winning, and then some of our better players, bumped heads a little bit. You guys, it's great that you post the stats and the player of the week, but sometimes there's some. Everybody, you want to succeed for yourself, and I think some guys feel that a little more than others. And we had a game where it's garbage time. We're up 15, and guys are like fighting over who gets to take a shot. And that's kind of when I knew. I was like, oh, this isn't good. And then we played Johnny. I think we played you guys in the E, and
that was your first loss, right?
Yeah. Well, going back, I wish I had imposed my will. I personally feel like I'm much smaller than Ant Pinkard for sure, but I should be out there trying to guard him just because I'm like an adult. We put kids on Ant, and what do you have? 4 dunks? He's dunking everything. We're down 20. Like, oh man, that was a miserable. That was the beginning of the end of that Gremlins team. But I mean, I feel like we took like another thing I grilled Tony about. My boy again, love Tony, good dude. Why do we listen to these guys' trade requests? Why did we get rid of Elijah Terry? He was like, he didn't complain publicly. Like, there was none of this trade me posts. We could have just held on to him. And like, if he wants to sit, then you're paying 95 to sit. Like, that's crazy to me. I don't think he would do that. But, you know, also Tony wants to do well by his friends. And like, if they want traded, he'll trade them. That's his call. But tell you, we could really use an Elijah Terry right now. And the Johnny has blossomed for Langshaw. Obviously, he put 40 on our heads, so I tip my cap. I play with the Johnny in Nook League, like that's my boy too. So, and you know, Makai's on the in a happier home, I'm sure, at the Titans. I haven't watched you guys since you got him, to be perfectly honest, but
it is kind of crazy. Just you rattling off those names. I forgot how many players were on the Gremlins that are now.
Oh, they had McCready's too.
Yeah, we had McCready's. That's another thing. Yeah, McCready's would get a lot of random blame. It's easy to just blame the big man sometimes, I guess. But that's what happens when you're too good too quick. You know, we peaked early, like peaked really, really early, and that was a really fun team though. Like, you just can't. It's hard to win championships. And then
that was a very entertaining team.
Yeah, we were fun to watch for sure.
Well, actually, you know, I have a great question, which I'm sure I'll get to with Liam a bit when he's on. And this will be my last one. But on the topic of being a villain in the league, the Bullies seem to be getting into it. And last year, I feel like the Gremlins were a bit of viewed as like a team that people hated or were the villain.
Wanted to see us lose for sure.
Yes. And do you think it more had to do with how entertaining you guys were, or like how, you know, loud and rambunctious, and after the games you let people know that you won? Did it have to do with that, or do you think it had to do with your record being 5-0?
Well, it's a combination of, like, you can go a quiet 5-0, or like we were a very loud 5-0. And credit to Johnny, like he's as entertaining as it gets, honestly. Like, he's always got something clever to say. He's funny. He keeps us all laughing. And it was honestly good for us. I felt like that kept us rolling, honestly. Even like people hating, wanting to see us lose. Obviously, the Titans really wanted to see us lose. They came out, whooped us in that 6th game. But we should have been able to bounce back from that. I mean, that was just a regular season loss. The Bullies is a whole different thing to me, because, like, as much as you want to hate the Bullies, it's like hating them is not going to help you stop them. Hating on us might have actually helped, like, stop the Gremlins. Like, we kind of turned on each other a little bit. I mean, I know Cove pretty well. Like, I played with him freshman year at McCaskey. Like, he just, like, from a leadership vibes perspective, like, he's just not going to let that happen. Like, as long as him, and then Kel's healthy now. And I mean, they picked up Rel, and they got top floor. Like, Eric is on that team just chilling. Like, Eric could be the number 1 option on the Gremlins. This is my recruiting pitch, Eric. If you listen to it. There he is.
No, there's a Johnny.
There's a Johnny.
Yo, y'all can hear me or no?
We can hear you. We can hear you.
No more.
But we were just talking to Johnny about your Gremlin squad last year and how it sort of imploded.
Oh yeah, man. Oh man. I don't like seeing the Gremlins like that. It hurts. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. That hurts. We was 5-0 last year too, so it'd be like, dang, looking at y'all getting 50 bombed is like, dang.
Johnny, Johnny was saying how we were the villains last year, and now
we was like the bad boy Pistons. Swear to God, we was like the bad boy Pistons.
Fucking Isaiah Thomas.
Who do you think is this year's villain, Johnny?
You said what? Say it again.
This year's villain. Who do you think it is?
It gotta be the Bullies. I ain't even gonna lie to you. It's only because it's like they got like on some like 2017 Warriors type vibes. It's like, golly, y'all stacking up over there. It's like we gotta beat y'all. Whoever wins, like if they end up in the tip and you beat that 5, you can talk trash all until next BBAO summer. Like you get the rights to talk mad trash. I ain't even gonna lie.
Yeah, once you're on YouTube, people are gonna be beating you like, "Hey, post that." That's the big thing, you know. Once you got a follower and people want to see you play.
And I ain't gonna lie, it kind of makes the league fun too, cause it's like, cause like now the bullies don't want to lose, cause now they got a target on their back. But at the same time, everybody want to beat the bullies, so it's fun. It gives it like the bullies are a must see game now. Like every time the bullies play, it's a must see game.
I mean, I completely agree. I would say throughout the course of our game, I would cut myself watching some of the lobs they were throwing because it's just like they are just on another
It's like you make a couple good stops, Johnny. You go on a run, and then they hit 2-3 balls and a dunk, and it's like, Lord Jesus,
Yeah, I see in the stat, Kobe is shooting 60% from three. Like,
golly,
they're I think as a team they're shooting like 50% from the field.
golly.
Like they're good. But Johnny, I think it's a good time to transition. Your game, you had, you were down what 10 with like a minute and a half left. You come back.
Yeah, we was down 10. I was trying to tell the guys like, yo, basketball is a game of runs. They just went on their run first. So if we show a little heart, we can make our run second. And we got a team full of heart. I ain't gonna lie. Luke Pearsons is a dog. Oh my god.
hey,
What
Luke, if you're listening, come play for my Spooky Nook team. We need a rebound. Real bad.
I was what I was gonna ask you, Johnny, is you told me this yesterday or 2 days ago. Can you tell me what was the play drawn up for that last second shot that Jack took?
So the play that was drawn up was
Oh,
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 it goes just like that.
yeah. This man was he just in the middle of a pickup game? Did he just pull
Yeah.
up on us?
That's 100% LA Fitness. I know that yellow
Yeah.
I
well. That is 100% LA Fitness.
I respect the grind. That's hilarious.
Well, the point I was going to get at with if he hopefully comes back, from what I heard is that they had a play drawn up and Devin walked by the huddle as they were saying their play, and Devin heard the play that they were going to draw up and then completely blew it up as it happened. So Devin knew the play they were running. That's what I heard, and I thought that was like an interesting little fact nugget.
Little gamesmanship.
Happened.
You know, I saw Julian do the same thing earlier this year, where like it was a pivotal sort of game. Like there was 3 minutes left in the game, and Julian just during the timeout, just standing in the huddle. I think it was also against the Lank Show. So I guess the Lank Show just has nobody that cares in the huddle.
Julian is great, and he is a hooper, but he is a cheater. Julian, I'll say it to your face: you hold shorts, you foul, you are great at basketball. I'll say it all right there.
I call Julian Kyle Lowry, and after you just said that kind of holds even more true. Because Kyle Lowry would do stuff like that.
He is like Kyle Lowry. Yo, but I watched a fully loaded Woodpeckers after my game. That team's good too. That team is really good.
The Woodpeckers
it just makes me feel all the more poor with the Gremlins when I see like my middle school Sacred Heart brother Joe Zukas popping up as a role player for the Woodpeckers. Like he would start for us. Like he would be a go-to guy. Like I said about Eric, same thing. It's just the rich get richer in this league.
And weren't they supposed to have Castro too?
Yeah, I heard that. I mean, I've only seen Castro play a handful of times, but he's obviously looks very talented from what I see on the YouTube and stuff. I'm sure he would just be a nightmare to guard.
Yeah, I just did the old.
They have Lear in that small guard spot, who's very good. Devin is a dog. I watched Devin. I had a Nook game Monday night, and after his game, he was getting shots up. I'm like, damn, that's why this dude gets 25 a game right there.
Yeah, he's crazy.
Yeah, man, that's a tough squad. And they had Danny back, but how often are those guys even going to be there though? Because I don't think they're.
Well, that's the key with them. I mean, they're 4-1. They won that game. I think honestly, and I told Johnny this. I think they should have won that game by probably 20, but they got lackadaisical at the end and ended up almost losing. But
they should have closed the door for sure.
Danny and Joe live in New York, and I know they go on vacation around the time of when the championship would be if they made it there. So that's why Danny couldn't make the championship last year.
Gotcha.
So I mean, their availability is scary, but I'm a firm believer. I've always said this: if you have Devin on your team, I think there's always a chance. Like that guy's motor is just on another level of human being.
Devin is different.
So I got a question from the chat. I think it is a good question because I did see Devin mention this to us before. But Tyrell, he's in the chat. Shout out to the Bullies. I know we were just kind of talking about their team. But he said, who holds the true number one spot? Because right now there's 4 teams that are 4-1, and they all beat each other.
Is that like a literal, like an actual who actually is, or who do I think?
Yeah. Who holds the true number one spot in the power rankings? I assume he's not talking about mine. Mine is just a stir up pot. Mine actually isn't any playoff seedings by no means. But
they all have beaten each other. So then it goes to point differential, which I don't know off the top of my head what the point differential is, but what are we dealing with?
The 8-ball's got a pretty good one.
It has to be the 8-ball. The 8-ball's just blew out the by like 40 or 50.
Well, that's good. We have a plan in place. Good head there. No Diddy commish. That's good on you. Sorry, gotta be careful. All right. And also, those teams could lose, though. There's still 2 weeks left.
There's time. There's time for them to lose. But as of right now, it's head-to-head and point differential. So, Lang Show game was great. But then we had the Dragons versus the Cherry Pickers. I also thought that was an entertaining game. I think Tyler Crespo looks fire in the Cherry Pickers.
Slept on. He's so slept on.
Most people look weird in their new uniforms. Tyler did not. Tyler looked like he belonged in that uniform.
He looked like he was on a mission. I only watched a little bit of that game, but he was
cooking. He played an awesome game. Player of the week candidate. I think he had 30-some. And he just is like another guy whose motor is on a different – I mean, his stamina is just off the charts. He never gets tired, always driving to the basket and can beat you off the 3 too. But what are your guys' thoughts? I mean, do you guys think the Cherry Pickers with him now are a serious threat, or they need one more star?
So who else is there? My guy KJ. They got white and black KJ on that team. So you got KJ over there.
Nice.
And you got
Chupik.
Chupik. I like Chupik. I know he's
Chupik's solid.
I'm kind of scared of Chupik, so like I feel like that's a value on any team.
Yeah.
We personally on the Gremlins could use somebody that people are scared of. We're kind of a pushover right now.
Casey's recruiting for everybody.
Yeah, he is right now. He's trying.
Well, like here's what I gotta say. Like we're talking about all of these star players who changed teams, and like none of them were coming to my team. So I'm just wondering, like, if there's anybody else. Obviously, Johnny, you had to part ways with Bam. I love Bam. Cool. It's great to have him.
Hey, Bam said he wanted to join the Gremlins to huck up shots. So maybe like you're looking for offense, tell Bam to kick it up.
Hey man, I'm not hating on Bam. He kind of got some buckets last game. It was a really tough matchup.
Yeah,
we need we're just the king of 5'9" and under guards. Like you need them, we got them. Like we got every single one of them ready to roll out there. And then we got Jeff, who he might be 6 foot, but he is 250 probably. He's a big
unit.
But we get 2 up back this week. We got Drew back this week. We're gonna be better than we were last week. That's the only guarantee I'll make.
And you play the Huskies, correct?
Yeah, we play the Huskies.
Good.
It's just
it's just so tough.
Teams have to be just circling us on the calendar, all right, let's just go try to get 50. We got to just show some pride. We got to show some pride out there and play hard. It's also tough. Some guys are too proud. They're like, I'm good. I'm not tired. And it's we really can't afford to even be a little tired because we're so much smaller than most of the teams we're playing.
Yeah.
On the live, we look really, really, really small. We feel small out there, but watching from third person, I was like, damn, we are that small.
It's evident.
If nobody on the Huskies scores 40 or more, I'll petition you guys. That's a win.
Stop. No,
I'll
stop.
petition. I'll petition.
Stop. Yeah, I don't ever want to hear that again.
I'll protest it all, Casey.
You guys got to start coming out with like some. I think this is you. I think I need a point spread each game. Like,
Okay.
Maybe you don't open up the betting floodgates yet, but just throw a point spread out there. See if teams can cover.
All right.
Give us a little extra juice at the end of games.
All right. Let's do minus 35.5 Huskies.
That's as honestly.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. That was so mean. I'm so sorry.
Hey, man, the thing is, like, a lot of people are like, why don't you request a trade? Why don't you? I feel like that's like me ducking as if I'm not on the team that's losing. Like, I'm out there. It's not that I'm out there, dragging us. I'm not playing great either. So I think that's kind of a fraudulent way of getting out of things. And
I respect that. Not a lot of people fight on the grind these days. They lose 1 week and they want traded.
Yeah, I think that's kind of crazy. Like, we're all out there, stinking it up. It's hard to deflect blame to one person, except maybe the GM. I guess if we had to. Nah, I'm kidding.
Now the Huskies, they beat the Tropics, but do we? I'm just curious. Like, right? Let's say this coming Sunday is the BBIL Championship. Huskies versus Bullies. Who's winning right now? Like, gun to your head. Who are you saying? 3, 2, 1.
Bullies.
Okay.
What, you thought it was going to be a debate?
Roster?
No, I was just curious.
Bullies favored by what? Like 8.5? Like, they probably get a double-digit win out of that. They close the door better than anybody. Like, at the end of the game where it's like some teams start bullshitting and giving up easy stuff, like, that's when they kind of click it up a notch and we'll just shut the door.
I think that's very fair. I mean, we didn't have much to say, I guess, about the Huskies. I didn't necessarily. If we want to go back to it, we can. But I just want to say this about our game. They were so – now, this may have started a little argument between Liam and I, but we're tired. We have 7 guys. My Uncle Kev is one of the first guys off the bench. So it's we're – not to say he's not a great player, but we're not the – most athletic crew going out there and not having the most valuable substitutions in certain situations. And we were down, I think, 10 or like 7. And within a blink of an eye, it was like, we're down 15 and have no shot at this game. Like, it's over. Like, they're full court pressing, getting turnovers, throwing alley-oops. And it was just at that point, it was like, I felt like I was sitting in the stands watching them just spank us.
Yeah, athleticism takes over, man. When they play defense with all that athleticism and they can all shoot, and this court is like, it's not a regulation court. Like, they can throw full court damn near alley-oops and top floor can go get it and put it in the basket. Like, that's just something you don't really have an answer for, especially when the defense is turned up.
Mm-hmm.
They're such a tough team, man. I mean,
I want to ask you, though, Johnny, since we brought this game up, and we talk about villains and all that stuff. It sparked because after the game, Liam was upset, brotherly sort of competition, but also at the fans for basically rooting for when you guys made big shots and being quiet at the end. So I want to ask, because I never personally asked you about this, does like the crowd really affect your game?
Like me personally, or like just BBIL games?
You personally and both. Like you both.
I would say it definitely affects games. Like, this past Sunday, I thought we had a lot of people for Father's Day. I thought there was like a good amount of people that showed up, and I think it like brings a different set of energy, especially at the E. Like, you play at the E, and you get the crowd momentum on your side. Like,
oh my gosh, dude, it shakes.
On both sides, it's tough. Like, you're a 4-point run feels like it's a 10-0 run. Like, it just is so amplified at the E. But obviously on the sport court, it's more difficult because it's open space. But I will say, this past Sunday, I don't know what it was, but like I actually showed some emotion, and I think it was a Johnny and Malcolm who got me going, because I was just the one shot I started freaking out. But
Yeah, no, I do
besides
remember that.
besides that, what I wanted to get back to is the crowd thing with Liam being upset about them being considered like nobody rooting for them. If you go back in any year of the BBAL, year one, nobody like the Lank show, everybody didn't like good. I mean,
Oh, shit.
Commish
did
down.
I start breaking up? I
Oh
feel
yeah,
like
you
I
did.
was.
You did. You said you ended with year one Lank show. No one really liked.
Yeah, year one Lank show, nobody really liked. Anytime a team went on a run on them, like the whole place erupted. The next year, the Bullies were really good. Everybody cheered against the Bullies because they were good. And then this past year, I think it was a mixture of several teams like the Eight Balls and Huskies and the Cherry Pickers. Like maybe not so much Cherry Pickers, but like people root for the underdog. It's just like March Madness. Anytime you're at March
Yeah.
Madness, everybody's going to cheer for the team that's not supposed to win. I don't think it was necessarily a thing of like, we hate the Bullies. I think it was, hey, this team who wasn't supposed to win is giving them a run for their money. Like, let's give them an extra boost. But I think it helped for a little bit, and then we kind of just ran out of gas. But
Yeah,
that was
I
the answer.
I view it like that too. That because that's what I was kind of breaking down to like Eric and them after the game, where it was like, well, yeah, the bullies are the MJM bullies. I want to start calling them MJM bullies. They were the Goon Squad, but then this past week they added Michael Jordan to the Goon Squad with Kel coming back, and it's like, well, we already know this team's gonna win because Ant and Chase aren't there.
Yeah.
And they got Rel too, but it was like we already know Titans probably aren't going to win this game because two of their top guys are out. But they got Uncle Kev getting minutes, and like you got to root for Uncle Kev. I mean, oldest guy in the BBAL. He's like, I was saying on the broadcast, I said everybody on this court besides Uncle Kev is like a third of his age, and he's still out there running up and down. Like, of course, people are going to root for that. And then Eric brought up a good point. It was like, well, yeah, people are going to root for the commish too. Like, and I'm like, yeah, no one's ever really actively rooted against the Titans. So I respect that. I do respect Liam's though, because like they're a good team. They're all the highlight clips. Oh, there's a Johnny. He's in the car now.
Hey,
but they bring the
guys.
highlight clips.
My phone died. My phone died, guys.
Well, we
Well,
appreciate
welcome back.
joining us again.
Welcome back, guys.
Well, Toby, you can finish your point, Clay.
That was basically it. Where I was like, I saw both sides, but it's you root for the underdog.
Well, to Eric's point, I mean, I think people would definitely cheer against the commissioner if, like, people definitely cheered against David Stern. No one was rocking with David Stern for a while. Some people don't rock with Adam Silver. Like, it's a controversial position, is it not? Am I wrong here?
You could. I mean, you could be.
The bullies got to just accept that you guys are really good. Your roster's really good. Nobody's gonna cheer for you, bro. No one's gonna come there and like, go bullies. I really hope you blow everybody out. Like, that's just not gonna happen.
Yeah, it's like who rooted for the KD Warriors? Not a lot of people.
Same thing. It's the same thing. Like Walk said, they got the 17 Warriors over there, the BBAL. Like, nobody's cheering for you.
Yeah, you just gotta embrace it. I think that's even better for the bullies though, because if you got nobody cheering for you, should just have a chip on your shoulder. You know what I mean? That's what I would feel like.
I agree, but it seems like they don't seem to like it too much. I feel bad about it. I thought it was more going to be a thing of like, oh, now it's seriously just us against everybody, and that'd be a cool thing. At the end of the day, it's like you win a championship against all those odds, and it's still. I'm not saying they will, but I'm saying they get through the gauntlet of not only the teams but the crowd not wanting them to win. Like, that's a cool thing.
I think
that's what I'm saying. That'd be a cool. Now it makes it more fun for them.
He wants to be accepted by everybody a little bit.
Yeah,
which makes him like I like Liam. Makes him endearing. Like, he's a nice guy. But in this case, you're not the nice guy out there, bro. Like, everybody hates you, and you're like the 6th or 7th guy who gets super hype after a bucket. You're gonna get booed. Like, I don't know what to tell you. He's like flexing.
The only player on that team. The only player on that team that people love is honestly, it's Bubba.
Bubba!
Yep, exactly.
when Bubba hit that three, everybody went crazy. But that was like the only time. I was even curious at times. I was like, they just did an alley oop and like it was quiet.
Everybody's
No.
like, yeah, nah, they do that all the time.
Yeah,
I think it's also more so because everybody's used to it by now. Like it's week 5, and like they dunk a lot, bro. Like it's a lot of alley oops. So it's
That
like
trend is
it's
starting
not
to.
no hate to them. I think everybody's just used to seeing it. Everybody's on some like that's what they're supposed to do now. They want to
Yeah.
see something else.
yeah.
We
I
got
agree.
Tony Cruz in the chat. He is active in the chat.
Oh boy.
Lord, hey Tony, we got a game Saturday. Don't say nothing.
Oh yeah, football.
What's
Saturday.
Tony saying?
He just said case dog, and then RJ said Tony defend yourself, and then he just sent question marks. So that's it.
So he may not.
We didn't even dig into Tony that bad. Like, Tony's not over here like, oh, I did everything right. Like that's not how he's feeling. He's this is the cards we got, man. We gotta play them. That's how it is.
I don't necessarily, I'm definitely a big make sure my players are happy kind of GM. So like Andy, obviously, Uncle Kevin, Andy, there's a better player there, but I was like, Andy said he had interest in going to the cherry picker, so I was like, okay, I'll send him somewhere he wants to be happy. So that's what I think Tony does with some of his players. He wants more recently, I guess, he wants to make sure they're happy. Now, he maybe could have gotten a little more out of some of the guys, but
Yeah, I mean, I'm interested. You executed a trade with Tony. Was there any did he ask more and you were like, no? Were you like, no, 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 yes? Like, was there any negotiating, or was it just this is the trade and that's that?
I mean, I don't know what Tony's comfortable with me saying. All I'll say is this: I did not, under any circumstances, I love Bam. Like Bam, I went to high school with. Like, obviously, Tony probably has a much more friendship relationship with Bam, but like Bam, he was a freshman when I was a senior, and I always drove him places. Like he was a close little friend of mine, and I didn't want to let him go. And then when he said he wanted to leave, Tony offered Makai, and I was like, well, I mean, it's freaking Makai. Like,
Right, you can't go
I-
What
wrong.
I'm saying is,
Can't go wrong.
what I'm saying is like, did we have to give up Makai for Bam, or could we have offered? I'm not gonna call any players, but
I mean,
a
that's
third
a
round
good
pick was
question.
just traded for Tyrell, who averaged. I mean, he was getting buckets, was he not? Like, I don't know.
That's a fair. I mean, I don't want. I honestly, I'm gonna stay out of it just because Makai is on the team, and I love Makai, and Makai's a great player. But I will say, him offering Makai made it a lot easier for me to trade Bam. That's all I'll say.
Enough. Fair enough, GM.
I just think Tony was having too much candy. Am I right, Johnny?
Yeah. I think all I think it is. Tony got way too much candy, bro.
Yeah.
Way too much candy,
he
bro.
needs to get some like Caesar salad, some salad.
Caesar salad.
Yeah. You know what I mean.
No more candy.
Johnny said what?
Now I'm lost. I understood the candy reference, but now I don't know where we are.
Well, I literal salad.
Yeah, we were talking about literally salads.
Literally salad. Get some like sliced tomatoes in that. Yeah, you shouldn't be lost. Anyways, though. He's back. I thought you would go on there for a second. Johnny, I really wanted to push the Lank Show agenda. I'm supposed to be a non-biased reporter, but I really like your team. It was a tough loss for you guys.
Toby.
I think we got cut off though. So apparently, what Johnny said was that apparently Devin heard your huddle before Jack's final shot and blew it up.
So this was the play drawn up. I don't know. I don't want to get his name wrong. It was number 5 on our team. I think he's an angle too as well. But he's like our coach. Like he's like a player coach.
Jack?
Yeah, not Jack. I know Jack. But he's like he's like one of our bench players. He's one of the good I guess he's like a coach though. But we drawed up a play. I asked him like to draw up a play. So the play was to do an elevator screen, and we set up in a box formation. So when we set up in the box formation, I was supposed to go set the down, not the down screen, but the cross screen for Jack. Jack runs to the baseline, and then I run through the middle, and then they close up the elevator screen, and that's when we'll just play off from there. But not when we broke out in the huddle. As soon as Nasir touched the ball, Devin yelled out, "Watch the elevator screen! Watch the elevator screen!" I'm like, Lord Jesus, he heard the huddle. I'm like, he done heard the huddle. So now I'm trying to scramble in my mind what to do, and I'm like, all right, I'm still going to run. I'm still going to run the screen for Jack because Jack was really hot last, like towards the end of the stretch. Jack started getting hot, so I wanted to still set the screen for Jack just in case if he gets the ball off. I thought he was still going to make that shot. So right when he came off the screen, I ran around Jackson instead of Luke. Luke set a regular screen, so instead of the elevator screen, I got the post screen, and they threw it to Jack, and we just end up not getting the ball. We
You
get the
got a
game.
good look. I thought
Yeah,
you
we
got.
got a great look. I like the look. To be honest, I'll take that look again. I was watching the play again. I wish I would have set a back screen for Nas. Like as soon as he inbound, I wish I would have set a back screen for him, just in case if that didn't go good, I could get him the ball.
We got some JJ Redick LeBron podcast vibes there. A1 breaking down the game film for us. That's good stuff. Good
Little
X's
breakdown.
walk. Good X's nose.
Casey, the chat is giving you hella congratulations for taming that they say beast right there.
Yeah.
You were fighting for your life.
I might have
Yo,
to.
we were fighting. Yo, I was just telling the guys, like, I was like, I don't like if we start losing, that's fine. I just don't want us to give up. Cause the moment you give up, that's when you really lose. Like, if there's time on the clock, we gotta keep playing. It's a game of runs. I
Fellas,
can't.
I
I don't know.
appreciate
I hate
you.
giving up, bro. I
I
really
think I
just hate
gotta.
giving up.
Let's see. Enzo, you want to go for a walk? Yeah, it's time to go for a walk. I gotta go, fellas.
Casey,
Thanks for
thank
having
you
me.
for joining us.
A1, I'll
Thank
see
you,
you
Casey.
Saturday. The rest of y'all, I'll see you Sunday.
Thank
Yeah.
you, Casey.
Adios, Casey. Thank you.
See you, Case. Nah.
All right, so Johnny, what are your thoughts on the Gremlins team now that you're on the
Um.
next show?
I just really feel like I don't think they're. To be honest, my really honest opinion, I don't think they're a bad team. I just think they need some more structure and some more discipline. If that makes sense. Like if they would just have a little bit more discipline, and they're just not out there freelancing. Like because you can freelance, but you also need discipline. And I learned that going to McCaskey because we had like a great team. We had so much talent on our team, but we had too much freelance. And I felt like if we'd have had the discipline with our freelance, we could have went farther. And that's all. That's all the Gremlins are missing. They're just missing some discipline and some more pieces. He shouldn't have traded Makai and Nas. That was
Mm.
crazy.
And what were your thoughts when you found out that you were going to be on the Lank show in the off season?
I was just happy to get a fresh start. To be honest, I didn't care what team grabbed me, but when the Link Show grabbed me, I got excited because I saw like last year when we played against the Link Show, they were more like team ball. So I knew we were gonna be able to share the ball coming from a team where it was like more like ISO ball. I knew this team was going to be, we was going to be able to share the ball, backdoor cuts. Like against the Bullies, I don't know if you guys remember, but there was a play like we all touched the ball and I set a backdoor screen for Jackson and Jackson runs down the middle, gets a layup. I love basketball like that. That I don't got to get an ISO bucket every time. I love easy action buckets. Like you can't go wrong with them.
I have a more general question for you, Johnny, as a very popular figure in the BBAL. What would you say was the most like crowd pop energetic moment you've experienced in BBL history? It doesn't even have to be you playing. It could just be one you on the sideline cheering for. But what would you say is number
Um,
one?
I'll say one of the funnest moments that I was really truly a part of is it was either yesterday's game when I hit the tiebreaker or when what game was that last year when we played the Titans last year and Twan dunked on my man McCready's. I don't want to bring it up, but that game was just so lit. Like throughout the whole game, it was just like it felt like that was like one of the best vibes I've ever been a part of. Like we were down 20, then we came back, lost by 4. It was just a lot of highs and lows that game.
That was a good game.
But yeah, that's probably one of my proudest moments. Proudest feelings, proudest moments in the BBAL. Because when I hit the time bucket, I don't know. I just got to talk a lot. Y'all know I love to talk trash. So, like, I just saw everybody's face in the crowd and everybody's eyes like this. And I was like, oh, yeah, I can say something. Like, yeah, I'm like that. Yeah, I hit that. Yeah. That was me.
That was a all-time moment. Toby, you got anything else for him?
Not really anything off the top of my head. I mean, Johnny knows how much I love his game. Knows how much I love the dude.
I appreciate all the love you guys give me, too, as well, man. All the love, man.
You're a ton of fun to watch, my brother. Like Zach said, you're primetime television. That's exactly what you are.
Yeah, I appreciate that. Yeah, I like when y'all gave me the name, the Energizer Bunny. Because when I was a kid, they used to call me Taz, like the Tasmanian Devil.
Yeah.
So I'll take the Energizer Bunny over Tasmanian every day.
Hey, hell yeah. Yeah, but Zach said it's a good point. You know where the cameras are at all times. So like when you make a big bucket, like we got to pan the camera over to you.
Yeah, bro. I don't know. As a kid, I always loved the players that score points or just like that was like very passionate about the game. Like Kobe, AI, like people that showed a lot of passion. I love watching them play because that's what I like to do. Like I'm not about to hide that. Like if it was a great bucket or not. That if it was a great bucket, I'm gonna scream at the top of my lungs.
Got Liam in the call now.
Liam.
Yo, what's up?
Well, anyway, Johnny, I appreciate you coming on. I think Liam is Kobe coming on too.
I'm gonna send him the link. He said he's watching right now. So,
Okay. Well,
ask him
whatever.
yourself.
Kobe, if you'd like to come on, we'd love to have you.
Yeah, we'd love to have you, Kobe.
Little unorganized at the moment, but it's our first time doing it. I feel like we're managing our best to do this.
Yeah.
But dang, I may start calling you Taz now, Johnny. I like Energizer Bunny, but Taz just like kind of rolls off the tongue.
Yeah, Taz.
Yeah, you like remember mom started calling me that. You remember Brian McKenzie on our Emerald team?
Yeah.
His mom called me that. Like my whole life, she used to call me Taz.
Funny. What's Brian up to now? This is a complete topic.
I know, off topic. He's doing good. I told him about the league. I was trying to get him in it this year, but he told me next year he's gonna sign up for sure. So I hope I get him in there next year, bro.
Well, there we go. That's good to hear.
But nice talking to y'all, bro. I'm about to head in the shower. I was just at the gym. Toby
there
Prime,
we go, Johnny.
Bester. Love my boys, y'all.
Thank you, Johnny.
See ya.
See ya, buddy.
Liam showing off his Zin there.
Yeah, sponsor us, please.
Sponsored, baby.
Yeah, just gonna say a potential sponsorship down the road. Maybe I don't know if we want to be endorsed by a nicotine brand, but
that would be kind of awesome.
Yeah, it would be pretty. It would be pretty sick.
Let me see if I can.
5.
There he is.
What's up? Everybody hear me?
Yes, sir.
Well,
how I'm looking? I'm looking good. All right.
No Diddy, you look great.
How do you look at people's like screens? I'm looking at this black media board.
Bigger? Yeah.
I'm on my laptop.
Yeah, you guys are real small.
Yeah, I'm on the laptop.
Damn.
Can't tell. You guys are small.
Well, I apologize.
Well, whatever. You guys are just be small. That's fine.
Toby, if you got any questions,
all right, what you guys got for me, man?
So I just want to say, like, how fun is basketball this summer? Because I know the crowd doesn't like it, but I sure as hell enjoy it every single week watching you guys play. I guess maybe more so for Liam because he's been, was it your 4th year with this Bully squad? Like, how much fun is it with this team right now?
Yeah, I mean, we've gone through our struggles. I know you know just as well as anybody else. The bullies have had their ups and downs, and I'm happy that we're finally in stride now. We're playing how I've wanted to play for years. Like the blueprint was always there, just was a little behind. But I think it's there, and like it was in the pre-draft or post-draft review. I said something along the lines of like, we got all the talent, just want to play hard-nosed basketball, and I think that's what we're doing, and it's working. So I'm
If you
excited.
pass me the
Uh,
take my grape
I,
juice real quick.
I would just like to say, Liam, on air, live, Liam and I have reconciled after our issues this past
There were never any issues.
That
That
wasn't
was
even
just a
serious.
glimpse. That was just a glimpse into the Bessaker household competitiveness. And unfortunately for Johnny, after 22 years, I finally got my lick back. So that's all there was. And then it ended when our mom smacked the ever living daylights out of me. So
Well, I will say, Liam, it probably does hurt you when you got
smacked.
Jeb, who won the Wiffle Ball League, Johnny, who won the Football League. You're still searching for your first title. And so to get a win against basically all the Bessikers, Uncle Kev, Jeb, and Johnny, that had to feel great. So I understood where the passion came from.
well, listen, all the championships are great, but everyone knows that basketball is the most important. And I think the Bullies and Titans, we match up well. And I wouldn't be surprised if you see us playing again later down the line. Maybe for some trophies.
Kobe,
It might have
I have a question
Can't
for
even see
you.
look at him. Yep.
All
All right.
I know, like the MVP ladder and all that stuff, and week by week we post the stats, and you see your name up there. And I'm sure this isn't the first time you've been like a lot of individual accomplishments. Like, how tough is it, I guess, in the BBIL aspect to focus more on the team rather than getting yours? Because I'm sure if you really wanted to, you could score 40 every night. But how do you manage just taking what?
Very accurate, Johnny. Yeah, I just want to say I think I can probably get a good 40. Not to sound too crazy, but basketball's a team sport, so it's not too hard for me at all. Whatever it takes to win, whether it's 5 points, 20 points, whatever they need me to do is what I'm gonna do. I've been that way since I was a kid, though, so it's nothing new. I do it every other day when I'm playing. Usually, I like to see myself as a pass first guy anyway. Most people get on me because I'm too passive. So
that was in the pre-draft analysis. Pass first player.
Yeah. I actually would rather pass score. It makes it easier to score. Oh, wait, connecting? You guys hear me still?
Yeah.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Yeah.
All right. It keeps saying reconnecting on my screen, but it makes it easier for me to score later on. Early, I gotta pass early. So then later on, when they take their eyes off me, I get a sneaky 2 buckets, get back, again 2.
He's gone.
Oh,
Basically, what I think he was trying to say is we're dangerous.
Yeah. Dude, there was at one point, Liam, it was like Tyrell and Kobe subbed out, and it was like Isaiah and Jair Felton came in. And I was like, how are you supposed to stop this? Like, it's just it's ridiculous the way you built this team. I gotta give props because there was a lot of hate going towards you, and I gotta at least level out.
I appreciate that, Toby.
Do you think so? We kind of talked about this earlier in the show, though. So there is 4 teams tied for the number 1 spot. Do you think any of those 4 teams stand a chance against you come playoffs?
We can hear you, Kobe, or at least I can. I think I can personally tell you who I would like to see in the championship. And like I said before, I'd like to see the Titans again. If we can meet in the championship like that, that would kind of be a storybook ending to really get the upper hand on my older brother.
Mm.
So I think that would be my dream scenario. And, if it does happen, I think it'll be a close game. It'll come down to the wire. And like you said, we have all this talent, all these scorers, like anybody who can go get a bucket. But when that clock is ticking down, 3, 2, 1, the shot's coming out of my hand from behind the 3-point line, splashing it. And yep. And I'm going right over to Johnny. And I'm saying, yeah, I taught myself how to shoot.
Mm. Mm.
Yeah, do something, but with the 3 fingers.
Hit him with the 3 in your face.
Yeah, let them know I've been in the gym every day. I was telling them yesterday, I was an hour straight just practicing drop step dunks. Almost threw up. I was so tired.
This is definitely a heavy topic. Currently, is Kobe in here? I can't hear him if he is.
Yeah, I can't hear him or see him.
I can hear him.
This is what happens when you're live.
He said he's going to join back up.
Okay.
I'm sorry if this is hectic. If you're watching on your phone or while driving,
It makes sense that you guys couldn't hear him because I was like, dude, Toby, you keep interrupting him.
Oh yeah, no, yeah, I can't. There he is. I see the screen.
I'd like to get. I'll ask Kobe first when he joins and see his thoughts. But Liam's mewing. Oh fudge!
Oh.
5, 4, 3, 2.
Oh, there we go.
And we're back. All right, can you guys hear me now?
Yeah, buddy. Sorry for cutting you off. I did not hear you.
There we go. But you can hear me now, right?
Yeah, buddy.
All right, we're
Kobe,
good.
I have a question for you because I know Liam, Markel, Tyrell, and Alex were getting involved in a little social media war about you guys being the villains. Is that something? It's a two-parter. Is that something you noticed throughout the game that people were starting to turn against the bullies? And number 2 is, does it even really bother you?
I noticed it before we even played the Titans, but I think it just comes with when you gotta look at the team we put together. We have a very talented team, maybe a little too talented. Who knows? But I seen it from the beginning. When me and Top 4 first played our first game, I kind of felt it. It doesn't really bother me though. I don't care. We made our beds. We picked up who we picked up. And it's not that serious either. Like what Kel was doing yesterday and what everybody was doing, the nitpicking and the little memes and all that trolling. It's just to create some excitement in the games in the league. So now when we play the Dragons, it's a game where everybody's going to want to see it. Yeah, it's a storyline to it. So yeah, we're the villains. I like it. It's cool. I want to be the bad guy this time. Being a good guy sucks sometimes, Bad guys, you can do whatever you want. I can go in the corner and just scream at anybody, So yeah, I like it.
So you made it known you got that game circled, game 7 against the or week 7 against the Dragons.
I really don't. I don't. It's just another game. But
I know Liam does.
Yeah.
Actually, you know what? Yes, we do. The Bullies organization has it circled. Dragons, be ready, week 7.
Yeah.
We're thinking 20. Maybe 25. If they're nice, maybe 15.
Yeah.
Listen,
I say 50 and just put it all up on them.
50 then. They have a very good team though. Let's not.
Yeah, they are.
Let's not sit here and act like they don't have a good team. But
yeah, they got a good team.
We're just going to apply that pressure.
I want Alex to be in tears at the end of that game, just so embarrassed. Yeah,
it'd be a complete. I'd be very upset. Never mind. I'm not even going to say it. Not even going to say it.
Well, Liam, we already saw the 1v1 between you and Alex, so we know it's already going to be a beatdown in that aspect if he even tries to guard you.
No, there's no way he can guard Liam. Look at Liam. He's a tank. Look at him. Bro, show them your muscles, bro. Show them your muscles. Damn! Look at that muscle. He's a unit,
Yeah.
bro. Can't stop him.
Nah, I'll bang you down low. Don't worry about it.
Yeah,
No Diddy.
though. No Diddy.
Yeah,
though.
no Diddy though.
I got you, bro. Don't worry about it.
I asked this earlier to Casey and Toby. All right, so obviously you guys are in the championship. Now, be honest, like gun to your head on 3. Who's the team you're most likely to see in the finals, fully healthy? If every team's
Wait, okay.
fully
Shoot. This is gonna cause some conflict if I say this. All right.
everybody's fully healthy on 3. 1, 2,
Wait.
3.
Oh wait, hold on, wait. Can we start over? I got 3 teams, and it's hard to choose between these 3 teams.
All right.
Now they're all going to be there, right?
Every player's there. They're healthy.
All right, okay, yeah, let's do this. All right, I'm ready.
All right. 1, 2, 3.
8 balls.
8 balls.
Liam?
Wait, you guys? 8
I
balls.
said Titans.
Oh, you said.
Oh,
Oh.
Titans. Okay.
I agree with you, Kobe. I got 8 balls.
Yeah, I'm thinking 8 balls, but I do have a runner-up, and these two was hard. It was a hard pick for me. Actually, dang, it's 3 teams. It can go either way with these teams. They're all really good. Can I just say all 3?
Yeah.
They're one. Okay, I'm thinking between the 8 balls, Huskies, and the Woodpeckers. Man, the Woodpeckers. I've like weeks. The last 5 weeks, I've been watching them specifically, and they're a good team, bro. They're a really good team. They just play so well together. It almost seems like they've all played. I don't know if they have. They all played together like recently in a league together because they just
had a lot. So Elijah Eberle, their big man's the big man at the sales.
okay.
And Aiden Sands, the guy who can cram, the kind of taller white guy.
Yeah.
They all go to the sales and play together.
Then that makes sense then. Like the pick and roll, the back screens, the backdoor cuts, it just all looks too insane. Like they've done it before. So
yeah.
And then Devin.
Devin's just Devin.
Just Devin. Yeah. I've watched him for enough now to know like he's gonna do what he does every game. So I have them three. With Woodpeckers being the second choice behind the 8 ball.
I think that's a very safe assumption.
I like
and
that.
There's no knock to Huskies either. The Huskies are a very good team too. Very, very good team. Very, very good team.
I am interested
without David.
Sorry, wait, what? Something about David?
We'll see how the Huskies do first game without David.
Oh, is he not going to be there on Sunday?
Facing an indefinite suspension, according to Justin.
Indefinite. Sheesh. For what?
I don't know. I just saw Justin's comment on the Instagram.
Oh man, sheesh. That's too bad. Hopefully they don't lose, man. Hopefully they don't lose. I don't know, Timmy. Oh, go ahead.
No, seriously, go. We'd rather hear what you had to say than me.
No, I don't think Timmy's going to let them lose regardless, but we'll see.
That's another athletic guy. That guy.
Yeah, he could just. And then they got Eli too. They're just there's a lot of good teams, man. It's a lot of well put together teams in this league.
I think do you think our league is too top heavy?
As of right, okay, so I think every team has like 3 solid players, and then from there it does kind of trickle down. But I don't think it's that bad. What everybody's saying, I don't think it's that bad. I think they're comparing them to the Bullies, where we're like everybody on like we could sub out anybody at this point, besides like maybe 2 to 3 players, and then they're all consistently doing the same thing. The other teams, I gotta think. You guys have Twan. No, you guys aren't top heavy. No, it's not top heavy. It's not top heavy. Nope. I don't want to hear it.
My bold prediction, and I feel like this happens every year, is out of the 4 teams you named, so Bullies, Huskies, 8 Balls, and Woodpeckers, I think one of those 4 teams is going to lose to a team that is on the bottom half of the league. I think that's just always how it plays out. There's always one team that just – I know
the teams that are going to do it.
It's just like so that's just how the BBIL is. You get one game.
It happens. I mean, it happens in every league. If you think about it, March Madness, all that good stuff.
Yeah.
So, and the team that's going to do it, maybe I'm gonna try to get it right now. If I get it right, we're gonna go back to this. It's gonna be Link Show who does it to one of the teams.
I
I was gonna
agree.
say the
That is,
Lang
I
Show, too.
100% agree.
Oh, hell yeah. I love the Lang Show.
I did not expect them to fight like that when we played them. I should have known because of Johnny. He's always been that way since he was a kid. But they impressed me. They impressed me a lot. That was a great team. They fought really hard.
Johnny, I have a question for you.
Yes.
So, no Chase, no Ant. The ball's in your hands most of the game. You were fairly productive. What's going to
Yeah, he
change
was.
moving forward? Do you want the ball more, or are you just going to let your guys have at it?
Whoa.
No,
What you
I
gonna
think
do?
that was just the way the game, like, I don't know. It's just sometimes how it plays out. Like, Rob and I had the ball in our hands a lot more. Makai was bringing it up at point. Like, just things changed. I don't know. I felt good before the game. I probably got a little too competitive and locked in because I was mean to you and Kobe, which I don't know why I
Bro,
was.
I do not
Wait,
care
you
about
were
that.
mean to me?
I
What'd
just
you do to
remember
me?
there was one possession. We scored a layup and Kobe grabbed the ball to inbound it, and I smacked it out of his hands. It was more of a joke, but I
Oh,
smacked it out of his hands,
Wait.
and the ref was like, "Hey, you just smacked it out of my hands!" And it was so.
oh wait, no,
stupid.
yeah, that wasn't serious. That wasn't serious.
It was
bro.
so.
No.
It was so stupid looking back because there was 5 minutes left. We were down 10, and I smacked it out of his hands, and Kobe took maybe 15 seconds to grab the ball.
Yeah, I'm glad you did it. I walked over there, and then the ref's gonna keep counting. I'm like, ref, he smacked it out of my hand. Why are you counting? And I walked.
And then the ref was like, did he smack it out of your hands? I was like, no, I didn't touch it. And then
I'm
I
like,
just
dang.
like,
I'm like, all right.
But
yeah, bro. You had great energy and that competitiveness. You don't change that. I don't know. No, heck no. Bring that every week. Every week.
I don't know. It's just what a brother brings out of you. Like
Yeah.
I
you had
just
27, and half of it was on me or more. So
I think it was honestly just last year. Everybody makes fun of my ripped jersey. Like last year against the Bullies was the game I ripped my jersey because I was so mad to lose to Liam. And then this year I
it's
won.
that serious. Damn.
Yeah, I don't listen. Maybe I have anger. I don't know.
You don't like losing to your brother, I guess.
No, I do not at all. But
Hey.
You guys. I mean, if we want to go through game plan, like I can give it. We can go in deep talk, like freaking ideas of what our plan was. I really wanted to test this week how you guys were as a team rather than individual. Like from what I saw, you guys showed some great basketball team plays, but I thought, all right, let's run a zone because I feel like a zone's a true test to see if they're going to force shots or work the ball around.
It is.
From the very first 3 possessions, you guys got it inside, and I thought, all right, they already have an idea of what they're doing. And I think Casey brought up a good point earlier. You guys are so great at not keeping teams around, and when you like smell blood in the water, like you finish the job. There's no okay, let's toy with them a bit, like the Woodpeckers did against the Lank Show. Hey, maybe we can keep them around, and then they end up almost losing the game. Like when you guys wanted to end the game, it was over. Like we did not have a chance to come back.
Yeah, what it is, we did play around, but we stopped sooner because we knew that you guys couldn't come back. I think you guys brought it down to like 9, 5, 7, something around that general area in the second half. And me and Kel looked at each other and said, all right, bro, because you get it down to 5 minutes left, that's a game. That's like a real game. So we just tried to knock that point to spread it out and space it out. And we knew you didn't have a good bench. Well, not a good bench. You didn't have a deep bench. You only had 2 people, right?
Yeah.
So, at that point, press up, make them do something with the ball. If they do something, good job. If they don't, let's go score.
Yeah, Kobe,
Uncle Kev.
Yeah, shout out
Uncle Kev. He made this crazy layup in my face, and
that was a crazy jumper.
Yo, what?
The fadeaway in the baseline.
Yeah.
That was
Are
insane.
You kidding me, bro? It's like, dang, I couldn't do nothing but just get the ball out the net, pass it in. Let's just go, man. God damn it.
Kobe, I kind of got like a general question for you. Like, how did you discover the BAL? Were you like personally invited? Did you know about the league?
I've known about it since year 1.
Wow. Okay.
I've been wanting to play since year 2, but John Clip, he would never let me talk to anybody to get into the league. I asked him 100 times. He just kept forgetting. He's a forgetful guy. So.
Wow.
We just
Wow,
kept forgetting. Yeah, John. So
I'm not
quick.
gonna lie, I'm happy with how it played out though, because you might not have been a bully.
Hey, listen, exactly. You know, it was meant to be this way. I'm a bully now. Or I'm happy where I am. But yeah, I knew about it from the beginning. I've been to the E a few times to play, like when you guys were doing the open runs. I want to say this was either before or a little bit after COVID. Not open runs, but you just invite only ones. And I went there with Clip once or twice. So then from there I started watching you guys, and boom, I've known since the beginning.
Wow.
So I'm glad I'm on it now. I'm excited. I'm excited.
we're happy
Because
to have you.
because I gotta throw this in. I've known about you since like the 7th grade. There's a SoundCloud song named after you.
Yeah,
Johnny didn't even know about that, but like when draft night happened, I was like, Kobe Gantz, like the young Kobe Gantz, that guy.
like a young Kobe game.
Yeah, bro. Come on. I
Talking
used
about
to
the song.
play that all the time. I don't even know
Yeah,
if you
that
know
was
Alex Dominguez or not, but that was my guy
Alex
back in
Dominguez.
grade school.
Baseball?
Yeah. Yep.
You played baseball, McCaskey? Yeah.
Yeah. Yep. Yeah. Yep.
Yep. I know Alex. Good guy, man.
And
Good
DC
guy.
never sleep, baby.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Noah.
Yep.
DC
Noah.
never sleep. But
Yep.
yeah,
Yep.
so I do have a song. Yep. I do have a song. He only says my name like once or twice in it, man. But,
Yeah.
I do have a song. No, there's none of that
I was
thing.
trying to get Johnny to play that on the speaker. A couple
Oh
of
yeah.
Sundays,
Feel free. The young
Yeah.
Kobe game.
Yeah.
Couldn't play it last week. We played that in warm-ups before I'm about to play the guy. It's like, all right.
You can't do that. You can't do that. I'll
Can't do
get
that.
really embarrassed if you guys do that as well. I might have to hide my face if y'all do that. I don't need everybody hearing that.
Bullies are gonna have a Babytron song soon. I'm
Oh
working
yeah.
on it.
Oh yeah. Tap in with Babytron. Let's get it. We need a Babytron song.
I'm working on it.
BLP kosher.
Yeah, he'll be featured. We
can
tried to
rap.
get him. We tried to get him to shout out the BBAL, but he thought it was like something else.
A BBL.
Yeah.
BBL.
Oh, well, I appreciate you guys coming on. This is my last question. The Dragons week. I don't even know who you guys play this week, honestly, but I would
The
like
Tropics.
Tropics.
Well, I'll just skip forward to week 7 against the Dragons.
And
Damn,
never skip a
Tropics.
week.
There we go. That's why you're my captain, right there. Holy, yeah, that's the energy we need. Sorry, Johnny, you can go ahead. My God.
I was just curious your game plan going into this Dragons game. Is it personal or is it more just business as usual? I know Liam may have a different answer than Kobe, but
Yeah, Liam, you can speak first, man. You can speak first. Unless you want me to go.
I'll just put it this way. Every game's personal.
There we go.
that's a good answer.
I got something I want to say while I have the time, right?
Yeah.
I do what this man right there says when it comes to, the league and the games. So he said it's personal. It's personal. Sorry, Dragons. I actually have friends on the Dragons, but sorry, Dragons. Yeah, I apologize. I had, I seen the things people saying, is he really pulling the strings? He's pulling the strings, man. He has the final say in everything. So it's personal for the rest of the year. For the Dragons and the Tropics. Is it personal for the Tropics, Liam?
It's personal for the Tropics.
Personal for the
It's
Tropics.
every
Guess
game.
what, Tropics? 30. There it goes. There it goes.
Yeah.
You heard it here first, man. You got to wrap it up on that.
Yeah, I'm about to say I don't think there
That
needs
was
to be any
cool.
other words.
Yeah, you can't say nothing after that, man. You can't say nothing after that.
I would just, this is all I'll say. I appreciate everybody tuning in. I know it was definitely a little different. Let us know if you guys liked it, if you want to do it going forward. Liam and Kobe, thanks for joining us. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me.
Entertaining.
Thank you guys. Thank you guys. We appreciate it. We appreciate it. Oh, he's hit. Oh.
Oh,
Hips
he's
don't
tagging.
lie.
There we go. That's what
All right, I'm
bullies
out.
do right there. All right. We're out
All right.
here. How do you
I'll
leave
see you
this?
guys.
Oh,
See
there
you
we go.
guys.
All right,
Love
see
you,
you
John.
Sunday.
See you.
Elite
Love you, boys.
student.
Oh man, that was
Are you
something.
there, Kobe?
Yeah, that was something.
That was something. That was,
Um,
I think, very entertaining too.
yeah. Hopefully everybody enjoyed. I think we're gonna end it there though. Nice little hour and 15 show.
Yeah, but maybe we'll clip it up, throw it on the Instagram. make it a little more entertaining.
Yeah.
Some of the best clips, the most highlighted parts. But again, like seriously, let us know if you like this way going about it. It'll be a little more organized if we do it going forward. But if not, we can get back to the good old CapCut editing with just Toby and I talking and maybe one special guest. I thought it was fun though.
I thought it was fun. Johnny pulling up when he was at Planet Fitness had me dying. You just hear a game going on. He's like, "You."
But Toby, I appreciate you.
Yeah, bro, I appreciate you too. That'll be it though. Thanks for tuning in. I'm gonna end the stream now, but we'll see you Sunday.
Sport Report presented by Pancake Farm. Shout out Pancake Farm. Pancake Farm. Pancake Farm. The goats.
Pancake Farm.
Pancake Farm.
Ready Nutrition. Kegel's Produce. Stubbies.
Stubby.
Trout CPA. All the sponsors that make this league great. All right, we're out of here.
Adios.
Adios. Oh, wait, shit. Oh.